Welcome back. Here we are again. So we're back on the boring boxes, part 2. Hopefully the final part on this grass box. So yeah, last video I was hoping to finish it, but came up with a few problems. And off camera, I've been doing a bit of work, and I think I've overcome that. So I'll get you in closer, and then we'll have a look what I've been up to. So the problems that I had were these metal bars that obviously need to be screwed, and on the Follows and Baits chain tennis, the front ones, if you want to call it the front, are screwed on the inside of the box, and obviously just to make things a little more tricky, the top ones, if you want to call them the top, they're screwed on the outside. Now, I knew obviously the inside ones had to be in closer, but what I didn't do, I didn't allow for the thickness of the rod. So let's get you in a bit closer. Right, so you can probably see what I've done since. The steel work, I've cut in fact, firstly I had to remove the rod. So I cut the rod and pulled it out. And then either side, I've cut 2 cutouts, more or less the thickness of the metal bar. So let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, so I've done the other side as well. Then I re-welded and bent the rods. So, and I've started sort of screwing the box together, and so far it seems to be going okay. And I think I've more or less got those rods where I need to, and I think the top ones again are hopefully fairly close as well. So hopefully this time it's going to go together okay. So I'm going to start drilling some holes, screwing the steel work to the wood, and then I think once we've got that far, we'll offer it up again, and if it fits nicely, then we'll decide on whereabouts we're going to screw these bars to, top and bottom. I've got a photo, so we're going to do it by eye and get it as close as I think we can. So I think probably the thing to do, we'll put this on the floor, and then we'll get the drill out. Push this over so you can see. I've started both sides. I've sort of marked them out roughly. I don't suppose it really matters, but I think it was about, I can't remember, 4 inches or something like that between the holes. So we need to drill some more holes, and then we're going to sort of screw it up as we go along, and hopefully it will all come together and be fairly straight. So I'm going to prop you up, hopefully where you can see, and then we're going to start drilling. So let's have a look. Right. So hopefully you've got a bird's eye view. Right, so we're going to want the drill. Let's get my gloves on. And I think if all this goes well, then we're going to put the brackets on as well. But sort of as we go, we're just going to do, try not to strangle myself in the meantime. So let's have a go. So it's fairly springy, this metal, so I think it's probably, because it is so springy, it's probably going to pay just to do one either side, and just keep working my way up. Let's open that up. Could do with an extra pair of hands. There you have it. Something. This other one's a little bit narrower one, so I might just better screw that one straight in there. your screws. Good. Right. Not many more now. One broken drill bit. A shorter one. I suppose this proves the point. If it was any thicker metal, you really would be struggling with this. Right. Not here. Right, I'm fairly sure what I'm going to have to do is trim a little bit of that off with the angle grinder. They want bending a little bit. Right. So, let's see if it fits. Let's get you back up. So it seems to fit quite nicely, and I think it's sitting quite well. I think it's sitting fairly well on the mower. So let's just have a look at my drawing, or my photo, and then we've got to work out where I need to put the brackets. So the top ones, you can probably see it, there we are, so it's sort of slightly pointing forward. I will probably put you back on the stand and I can push that forward. And it's difficult to see on the picture, but the lower ones, one of them's actually missing on this one, but you can probably just see the other one there. And I would say it's sort of, looking at it, more or less, difficult to say, but more or less horizontal, these, so I think they're probably nearly where they want to be. So let's put you on the stand, and then we'll see if we can move those top ones into place, and then we can screw those down. Probably going to do with something like that, I think. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be okay. So I'll drill some holes, we'll put some screws in those, and then we're going to put the lifting brackets on next. So Jonesy's top tip for today is, you probably all noticed, and I definitely won't leave them in there, but you probably noticed I used a lot of horrible steel self-tapper type screws to hold it together. Once it's the plan is, anyway, I think if it all assembles as planned today, I will leave it as it is, and hopefully the metal will, I'll probably leave it for a month, possibly something like that. I'll leave it for a while, let the metal sort of take shape a little bit, if you like, you want to call it that, and I will take it apart again. The metal work will be primed or red oxided, the handles are already done and the brackets, and I think I'm probably just going to put a bit of darkish wood stain on the wood. Obviously I'll clean my grubby prints off it, a little bit of dark stain, and I think if I do those side wooden side panels a similar sort of colour to the handle grips, I think it will give it that nice sort of slightly antique-y look, quality antique look, and then again you'll be able to see that it is actually a wooden sided box rather than if I paint the whole thing green. So that's the plan, and on completion I am going to use, I've got some, I need to get some more, but we'll finish it off. I've got some nice brass slot headed screws to sort of finish the job. The only problem with the brass screws, as a lot of you will know, they do break very, very easily. So I think probably screwing it up with the steel screws for now, and then once it's sort of taken shape and I reassemble it, hopefully there won't be so much strain on the brass screws and they'll finish it off. So without further ado, let's drill a few more holes, get those metal bars, rods in place, and then we'll have a go at the handles. Let's find the drill again. So with those, probably want some, I think it's probably going to be some countersunk screws on those. Let's see what we've got. Fairly short ones. got any to hand. So let's see what we've got here, whether we can make do. The trouble is these slot ones I've got are just not. Anyway, let's have a go. Let's drill a couple of holes, get those in place, and then we can get cracking on the handles. Screwdriver down here somewhere. Yeah, the heads are just not big enough for this job. So what I need is some nice short. So right the way through that video, I've just run out of storage, so I've had to delete a few bits and interrupt the video. Didn't realise it stopped filming, but we're back in business. And it's the handle brackets. So the handle brackets, the holes have been drilled. I fitted the other side, so it's just the left-hand side that wants fitting. I think we are nearly there for this box. So the other side's done as well. Right, well. So I hope you like the finished product. I'm pleased with it. It seems to have come up well. And finishes the mower off. So it's rubbing down, take it apart, that's the next job. I will leave it for a while, as I said. Take it apart, rub the sides down a bit to clean off my grubby paw prints. We'll put some staining on those. And I think I'm probably just, as I said, probably just going to have those stained slightly so we've got that wood look about it, and the metalwork will be primed, red oxided and painted green. The handles and the carrier brackets have already been done. So yeah, I think it's come up quite well. Good. So that wraps the box up, I think. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was useful. Anybody that's got a wooden-sided box to make from scratch, it's not... I think with the follows and baits, what made it a bit tricky is these little rods with the eyes on, but a lot of the boxes don't have that. They sort of finish there, so you don't have that fiddling around, and you wouldn't have to do any heating or possibly welding. But it's, you know, it's all handwork and it can be done. Wooden-sided boxes could be, the wood can be cut out with a jigsaw if you've got a pattern. Get yourself some steel. It's all fairly easy, and you don't need specialist tools really to do it. So it's quite a lot of work, but it does finish the mower off. And I think when it's painted green, the metal work, it really will finish the mower off. So with that, it went on a little bit, but I'm pleased to finish it because it has gone on. And I think probably the next video will be on possibly the next project, but we'll see what that is. So give me time to think about it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.